Hey guys, Griff08 here, and I lied in my last video. I said that I was going to do another Pokemon video soon, and by soon, I meant right away. I'm going to profile another one of my decks that I found very good, which is the new Raichu GX, incorporating with the old magnazone for Breakpoint. Alright, so, first for starters, we have 4 Pikachus. Of course, to evolve, I have no specific Pikachus. I guess I just kind of picked and chose Pikachus that seemed like they were pretty good. Next I have my Raichus, which of course evolved from Pikachu. They're your main attacker. They use Powerful Spark, which if you've heard of the Darkrai from Breakpoint, it's the same thing as that. For 2 colorless energies, it does 20 plus 20 more for every lightning energy attached, which is very good with the magnazone. I also, Thunder is very useful. For 3 energies, do 160, 30 to himself, which can hurt, but it can often get knockouts, especially in combination with Powerful Spark. Voltail can stall out your opponent as your GX attack, 120, and they're paralyzed. And now that they're paralyzed, they can't really do anything that next turn. I also like to evolve it into the Raichu with Evo Shock as an ability. What he does is he allows you to automatically paralyze your opponent's active, which could be helpful for the same reason that Voltail is helpful. I don't play de-evolution sodas. That's just kind of like a one-time thing. Next, they play 3 Magnemites, specifically with the Sparkling Indication. They do, what it does is it makes it so that as long as there's another Magnemite on the bench, your Magnemites have free retreat. If they have 1 less retreat cost, and they have 1, so there you have free retreat, which means they're your free retreater. Next, I play Magneton to one of them, to just in case I can't get my rare candies. Magnazone, he's your good guy. He does the same thing as an Archie's Blastoise. As often as you like during your turn, you can attach an electric energy, making this guy's attacks way more viable. Next, you play 2 Remoraid's and 2 Octilleries. I don't have Octilleries yet, so I was using these. So this is just temporary until I get the Octilleries. These are basically proxies for Octilleries at this point. Octilleries draw until you have 5 in your hand, which can be good at times, especially with this deck needing all the Pokemon to get set up and all the energies. Next, you have 1 Tapu Lele to get out any supporters that you need, like Bridget. Search your deck for 3 basic Pokemon and put them onto your bench, or 1 EX, but nobody does that really. So what I can do is I can get out my Magnemites to make my Magnemites free retreat, Remoraids to get my Remoraids free retreat, Pikachus to get my Pikachus not Remoraids free retreat, and Pikachus just to get them out, and it helps me really set up. Bridget, most everybody plays. Lysanders, switch your opponent's active with one of their bench, which can be pretty good if you can get a quick KO with that Thunder. Next you have Fisherman. Put 4 basic energy cards from your discard into your hand. Helpful when you have a lot of energies in your discard and you just need that much more energy to knock out. Especially because these guys do more damage for the amount of energies. Skyla, search your deck for a trainer card and put it into your hand. This can be helpful to get your rare candies, which I will show off a little later. 3-Eng, shuffle your hand into your deck, then draw until you get for the amount of prize cards. Good shuffle draw because you don't want to be discarding as much. Granted, I say that I have 3 Junipers, which are the same thing as Sycamores. Discard your hand, draw 7. Because, well, they're basically proxies for Sycamores at this point. And they just overall help. You can't really, they just help you draw in case you have, like, no hand. I no-handed used them once, and it was once during a game today, and it was pretty helpful. I also use Crushing Hammer, one of, just in case you need it. Flip a coin. If heads, discard an energy attached to your opponent's Pokemon. Sometimes you can hit like a special energy that they thought was crucial. Field Blower, choose up to 2 in any combination of their tool cards and stadium cards. This can be helpful if they have something that reduces your bench size, because you need quite a bit of bench. And also, you can get away their tools for, yet again, Garbodor, who really hurts this deck, because if he has a tool card attached, he takes away all your abilities, like your free retreats, and your infinite attaches, and your Evo Shock. Energy Recycler, you often have a lot of energy in your discard. It's nice having an item instead of Fisherman. Shuffle 5 basic energy cards from your discard pile into your deck. So it's not into your hand, but it's into your deck, which is still helpful. 1 Professor's Letter, in case you just need 2 energies. Search your deck for up to 2 basic energies and put them into your hand, just in case you need that 2 extra energies. Timer Ball, flip 2 coins and then search your deck for an evolution Pokemon for each heads. Sometimes you only need 1. You're very likely to get 1 heads. And if you get 2, well, that's great. Then you can get like 2 Raichus or something. 1 Switch, mainly because of Magnazone having a heavy retreat cost. Switch your active Pokemon with one you're benched. Next, 3 Ultra Balls, because discard 2 cards from your hand and get any card. That can be helpful to get out your Laylas for Bridgets, or Raichus if you need them. Alright, we're going to move back now, so we can start seeing more. Because I play 3 rare candies. They allow you to, as long as it's your second turn of having the basic bench, and you have the rare candy and the stage 2 in your hand, you can skip the middle stage entirely and just straight up evolve it. That can be very helpful with the Magnazone when you don't have something like an Archie's to get out. You have your stadium 3 training centers. Each stage 1 and stage 2 Pokemon in play gets 30 more HP, meaning Raichu, that 30 damage from Thunder doesn't hurt you as much. Next, you play 2 choice bands. Extra 30 damage brings that Thunder up to 190, which KOs most basic Pokemon in the game. Next, 1 Wishful Baton. And if the Pokemon's attached to gets knocked out, you get to move 3 energy attached to it onto a benched Pokemon, which can be very helpful, especially when Raichu, he really only needs 3 energies on him, unless you're piling them up for a powerful Spark. Then you can move them, and then you don't lose all that attach. And it'll help for powerful Spark if you want to keep on doing it, or Thunder, which can also help. This deck gets away with a lot of energies. It plays overall 13 energies, which is very helpful for that powerful Spark, meaning if you have every energy on the field, it'll be doing 280, which is enough to knock out almost any Pokemon besides a Wailord with a Fighting Fury belt. But then you can attach the Choice Band and you got it. That is my Raichu GX deck. That thing always falls down. Dun. So that's just my deck, and I hope you guys liked the video. Bye.